It was a bright morning in Seoul, the kind of day when the city was full of life, with people hurrying to work, enjoying their morning routines, and the hustle of the bustling streets. Songhyekyo, the famous actress, was walking toward a photo shoot for a fashion campaign. She had been on a tight schedule, but this morning felt different. Her thoughts were interrupted by the sound of honking and a screeching noise in the distance. She stopped in her tracks. Before she could react, the situation escalated rapidly. A bus, out of control, swerved through the streets, hitting several cars and causing a chain reaction. The chaos was immediate. People screamed in panic, running in all directions. The crash was deafening, and time seemed to slow as the accident unfolded before her eyes. Hye-kyo froze for a moment, but something inside her pushed her forward. Her instincts kicked in. Without thinking, she sprinted toward the scene of the accident. When Hye-kyo reached the sight was overwhelming. A man was trapped in one of the cars, his body covered in blood, his breathing shallow. The man appeared to be in critical condition, and around her people were frozen, unsure of what to do next. The air was thick with fear, and Hye-kyo knew she had to act. She couldn't just stand by and do nothing. She rushed to the car, her hands trembling as she tried to open the door. It was jammed. Panic set in for a moment, but she forced herself to focus. "Someone help me!" she called out. A few people approached, and together they managed to pry the door open. Hye-kyo knelt beside the man, doing her best to stay calm. "Stay with me," she said, her voice soft but firm. "Help is on the way." Hye-kyo quickly pulled out her phone and dialed emergency services, explaining the situation as clearly as she could. "We need an ambulance right now. A man's trapped and injured," she said urgently. While she waited, she focused on the man, trying to keep him conscious, offering him words of reassurance. Every second felt like an eternity, but finally the sound of sirens filled the air. The paramedics arrived, rushing to the car with professional efficiency. They carefully extracted the man from the wreckage, securing him on a stretcher, and Hye-kyo stepped back, a mixture of relief and exhaustion filling her chest. As the ambulance sped away, the crowd around her began to disperse, some people thanking her for her quick thinking. But Hye-kyo didn't feel like a hero. She had just done what needed to be done. Her heart was still racing, but it wasn't about the recognition. It was about the life she had helped save. She took a moment to catch her breath. The shock of the event still hung in the air, but she couldn't shake the feeling that something larger had occurred. In that moment of chaos, Hye-kyo had stepped up and acted decisively. Not because she was famous, but because she knew what had to be done. As she walked away from the scene, Hye-kyo reflected on everything that had happened. It wasn't about being seen as a hero. It was about taking action when it mattered most. That day she had made a difference, and it was something she would carry with her forever. She had never thought of herself as brave. But that day, in the face of fear and uncertainty, she had shown what true courage meant. It wasn't about waiting for others to act. It was about stepping forward when no one else would. As Hye-kyo walked down the street, her thoughts were clearer than ever. She had faced a crisis and had chosen to help. And in doing so, she had inspired others to rise above their own fears and take action as well. In the days that followed, Hye-kyo thought often of the man she had helped and the life that had been saved. It wasn't about fame or accolades. It was about showing up when it counted most. Heroism wasn't about being in the spotlight. It was about being there for others when they needed it the most. That day, Songhyekyo didn't just walk away as an actress. She walked away as someone who had acted with courage, humanity, and compassion. She had proven that even in the most chaotic moments, one person can make a difference. Her story wasn't just one of saving a life. It was a reminder that we all have the power to help, to act, and to inspire others to do the same. In that single moment of crisis, Songhyekyo had become more than just a star. She had become a symbol of true bravery, proving that heroism lies in the small, quiet moments when it matters most. Thank you for watching this story. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories. Until next time, take care.